Hello, kiddos. So, we watched that fabulous video on the artist that uses textile waste to make clothing and sell it. And now we're gonna use some textile waste to make artwork. So what I did was I actually have a ton of fabric in my room that's just been donated. People don't want it anymore. And I took a piece of fabric and I cut it into a shape, and I didn't even know what I was gonna do with it. But I cut it into a shape and I laid it down on a piece of paper, and I decided to turn it into a dress, okay? So I laid it down on the piece of paper, and then I took a pencil and I drew my character with really lightly in pencil, okay? And then I outlined it with something called a micron pen, which is a really, really fine tip waterproof pen, but you could use any sort of pen, okay? So I outlined it with pen, and then I went back in and I painted her hair. And at that point is when Miss Melissa said to me, she said, "Oh my gosh, you're channeling Yayoi Kusama, who is an artist in Japan, and my drawing ended up kind of looking like her without me even thinking about it. But we've been studying her lately." And then after I painted her hair orange, which is kind of like Yayoi Kusama's hair, I decided to add some jewelry. And so I took gold wire and I poked it into the paper and I hot glued it on the back side. Okay. And then I took cardboard from a box and I made a frame, okay? So for this project, you are gonna be using any sort of textile waste. Don't tell me you don't have fabric around your house, because I'm sure that either you or your siblings or your parents have clothing that they don't want anymore, and this would be a great opportunity for you to take old clothing and use it in your artwork. Otherwise, if you just have scraps of fabric laying around the house, you can use those as well, okay? So I'm excited to see what you all come up with for this project. It does not have to be a person. You could have a dog with a blanket over it. You could create a picnic scene and the fabric is the picnic blanket. I mean, there's just so many things you could do for this project. So I can't wait to see what you guys come up with, because I know you're even more creative than me. So happy art making to you all, and I will see you soon.